I'm Sabina and I live in Nepal. I was born here, I was brought up here. I lived in India for around 3.5 years.
Okay. And I know we met basically through Twitter, and
Yes.
I'm aware that you're kind of very similar to me, that you observe what's going on in the world, and maybe especially in terms of geopolitics, and you are a commentator like myself. Yeah. Well, where in Nepal are you, Sabina?
I live in Kathmandu.
Kathmandu. Okay. It's a beautiful place. I get to the gist of our conversation over the past few days. We've been talking about Twitter and being suspended, which 2 accounts I had suspended. And then I came across this, what I would call a troll army. And you revealed to me, you explained to me how this mechanism is working. Could you tell the people who might be watching this what this is?
I've seen a lot of accounts like these in Twitter. Whenever I see these accounts, I just block them. That's what I
Okay.
have, because I had an experience with these kind of accounts. So I said something, and a particular account, I retweeted a account and said something. They didn't like it. That account had 10K followers. They didn't like what I said.
Right.
So they retweeted me, and then the amount of people started attacking me. They started saying very bad things to me, and I started blocking them. And every of these people who were attacking me, in their bio there was an account name. So I clicked that account, started seeing what kind of account that is. Later I realized that account is reporting people, and same thing. Account gets suspended and they gloat about it. I got so scared. I blocked that account, blocked everyone who was attacking, and locked my account for a day or so, because they couldn't report me then. I locked my account. So after a day, I unlocked my account. I think it was too late, because few days after that, I got limited. My account got limited for 7 days. They tracked me. Of course, they tracked me. I was already on their radar.
Yes.
So what I did was I changed my handle name after being limited, and this was the 3rd time I had changed my handle name in Twitter.
3 times, and this is from being attacked by people you don't know. And what do you think that why do you think they do this? Why do you think they attacked you, Sabina?
I don't understand. Most of these accounts seem, for me it was always people who were radical Hindus from India were attacking me most of the time. And majority of these people, we don't know, when an account is suspending another account, how many people are behind those accounts. There might be 5, there might be 10, there might be 1,000 or 10,000. We'll never find out, because people will function like everyone else in Twitter. They attack people, they do this, we will never know who or what. So that is a very big problem. As in Twitter, you cannot you can mass report, but targeted harassment isn't allowed. So what they don't attack you. Like one account keeps attacking, saying things to you, then that might consider as targeted harassment. But when different accounts, without saying anything, is mass reporting you, not targeted harassment, that cannot come under targeted harassment. They're just reporting. There's no rule against mass reporting.
I see. So this is kind of a loophole in Twitter. That is like a group of people can form some kind of a team and do this mass reporting to get your account taken down, suspended, or limited.
Any account can get suspended. If my account gets reported by 500 people, let's say, or even by 50 or 100 people, there are chances my account will be suspended without even any reason. Twitter algorithm works that way.
So when groups do this mass reporting, it kind of triggers Twitter's algorithm, and it's automatic. You just get suspended.
Yes, that is there. And if you have noticed, these groups, when they gloat about it, if you have noticed, the word suspended
Yeah.
is very different. They write it in that way. That means Twitter algorithm cannot
Cannot
read
see.
that at
So
all.
yeah, so they put
So
this word suspended in some kind of a character that can't be identified as a word. And that way they skip around Twitter's
yes,
algorithm themselves. That's amazing. And so, I mean,
yes,
in my head, I immediately think Twitter cannot not know that this kind of thing is happening. Now I know I got attacked by the ASPI, I got attacked by the IPAC, I got removed by Twitter, and then I found out afterwards that these groups had been targeting me. And I think, well, this can only be because I am pro-China. So these same groups who attacked you, who are extremist Hindu groups, they are, I guess, anti-China.
yes, they are anti-China.
I never expected to be attacked like this. I expect people. I get attacks from individuals all the time. I got attacked by the ASPI personally. They named me in two documents, two articles. But I didn't think there would be a troll army sent to get me as well. So it's kind of shocking in a way. Where do you think, Sabina? I saw a notice that they said that they have people working 15 hours a day. So people don't do this unless they're being paid.
I've spoken to few people,
Mm,
and they've said that to me. They do get paid.
mm,
They're like an army
yeah.
to spread misinformation.
Hmm.
They're people who are being paid to do everything. When when people work 15 hours, of course, they are not going to work 15 hours a day without getting paid. They'll
Exactly. Yeah.
obviously work. There's
Yeah.
no sense of working 15 hours.
Mm,
So no matter what it is, in Twitter, nobody is safe because you through inside this troll army. And that account actually said, if you want to join us,
yeah.
DM us.
Yeah.
And that was shocking. I mean, anyone can join. And if
Right.
people are bored or something,
Yeah.
and they can join.
Yeah.
And
So
that's a
what?
very scary thing.
It is scary because people, as we know, people will do anything for money, for the love of money, and we all need money. We need to survive in the system that uses money, but it's the love of money that I see as the avarice. This word I use, avarice, and I always say follow the money. If you want to know who's behind something, follow the money, and the maxim very rarely fails. It's very rarely wrong. Do you have an opinion about where the money is behind this? Who's pumping the money into these groups, do you think? Into this particular group who maybe attacked you, they definitely attacked me. Who pays them to do this, do you think? Directly or indirectly?
Of course, a government of particular country will pay them
Mm,
because what will someone gain from reporting when I'm saying when they are misinformed? I'm saying they are misinformed
right.
about certain things. Of
Yeah.
course, the government of that country is paying them.
Yeah. So this is the other thing. Now you've actually nailed it. What I was going to say, which is who stands to benefit? And that's the other thing is that you follow the money, and then who stands to benefit from this happening? So it's an easy question to answer, I guess. Anything that makes China look bad is good for a certain group of countries.
Of course, it is.
Yeah.
The whole mission right now is just to demonize China. So when I went through those accounts, not only they reported many Pakistani or Chinese accounts, they were reporting Indian accounts too that were
Okay.
against extremism. Of course, um, the government of that country is behind this.
Hmm.
Maybe think tanks are behind this.
Mm.
There's so many think tanks. They can be behind this too, and
Yeah.
I have a feeling they are behind this. So it serves their purpose. I mean, diplomats are being, how they got suspended.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and these were high profile diplomats. Chinese diplomats, how can they get such?
So there is this campaign, and it is a campaign, and there's money behind it, and as you mentioned, think tanks, and immediately to my mind springs the NED, who put a lot of money into all these kinds of operations. It's no secret; they admit it themselves. So I mean, I know Twitter had an agenda that they've worked, and they've quoted and stated on Twitter website that themselves that they've worked in collaboration with the ASPI, which is funded by the arms corporations of the US. So they're quite open whose side they're on and what their agenda is. So I'm guessing that Twitter, they might not admit to being party to this mass reporting, but I'm pretty sure they're aware that it goes on, and they've left this loophole open so that it exonerates them from blame. It leaves them kind of innocent, but at the same time, it achieves this overall purpose of the ASPI, the US government, the IPAC, to silence voices from whether it be Nepal or positive voices for China or anything that doesn't suit their agenda is being silenced. So it's this great Western firewall, if you like. But I see this situation, for example, in Myanmar right now, where this country has been manipulated so badly, and there is a smokescreen around it, and there's another so-called spring revolution. I worry for countries like Nepal or Bhutan. Could the same thing happen in these countries?
In Nepal, it's quite possible that Nepal might be the next Afghanistan.
Everybody who seems to be on the borders with China seems to be like under threat, you know?
Yes. The main thing is Tibet for us. From here, a lot of different NGOs which work under UN are also funding these kind of things.